Preview Broadcom, set to release earnings after the closing bell today. Bloomberg Intelligence saying that the company is poised for another strong third quarter following growth in AI sales and VMware's contribution. Kunjan Sabani is with us from Bloomberg Intelligence. You authored this note, so the tailwinds can outstrip some lagging soft areas in the chip market.
Exactly. I mean, the AI in the semis is likely to offset its cyclical headwinds in its legacy businesses. We think in its legacy businesses, the enterprise, wireless and server storage likely to have hit some bottom, albeit the recoveries would more be moderate. But the key growth driver in this quarter and the next quarter is going to come from the software, specifically the VMware revenues.
Broadcom's just become a really big chip company, $700 billion market cap. It's important in data centers, right? I always think about it in these kind of two prongs, networking, data center infrastructure stuff, but also custom ASICs. Yeah. Explain the custom ASICs bit, what they do and what we might hear.
Yeah, so whenever we've talked about NVIDIA, and right, the key threat to NVIDIA is its customers designing their own chips. Well,
Google TPU, for example.
Yes, Google TPU, for example. They do need a design partner, a semiconductor company, which has experience and the IP set to build these chips. So that's where Broadcom comes in. It has the largest share when it comes to designing custom ASICs or accelerators in lieu of the GPUs, namely Google, Meta. And the key thing going into this earnings for investors will be, do they announce a new customer, which news have been saying likely to be OpenAI? And if they upside their AI revenue guidance for the full year, which we think they will in the range of $500 million to $1 billion.
The anxiety, Kunjan, is that right now the revenue growth is strong. We're expecting 47% increase. But it dials down quite quickly into fiscal 25, 26. How committed is this AI spend?
So if you look at their two key sources of revenue, one being connectivity, which is really Ethernet in the AI clusters and the back-end AI and the front-end AI and the custom ASICs. Both of these markets have just started their beginning ramp. Both of these have forecasted to grow significantly for at least the next 3 to 5 years. And like I said, Broadcom being the dominant in both of these areas, we expect these sources of revenue for Broadcom to still continue significantly. However, at this point, Broadcom is like a conglomerate. It has a lot of other legacy semiconductor businesses and software businesses. So those do weigh the strong AI ramp that we talked about.
Well, you forget we used to talk about Broadcom in the context of smartphones, namely Apple. I will be going to Apple Park on Monday. That business, is it still relevant? What are they doing?
It's still relevant. It's still a significant, sizable business. We don't expect any key high growth catalyst there because their business has been very sticky with Apple, right? They do increase their ASPs and gross margins slowly every year. There might be some options of some small content gains, but nothing very sexy. But still a very high free cash flow generating business.
We think also of how chips perform after smashing earnings expectations. Kunjan, you are a fundamentals guy, but how are we positioned into this set of earnings?
Yeah, Broadcom is known for very massive beat and raises. However, like I said, if they do address a couple of the points, A, new ASIC customer announcement, B, upside to their AI revenues, and VMware faster integration update, I think that would be a significant positive for the stock reaction post-earnings.
Kunjan Sabani, so great to have you on the show, Bloomberg Intelligence. We thank you. Now, that does it for this edition of Bloomberg Technology.